Good evening once more and welcome to this edition of the Primetime Newscast in the English language on Canal International. And we begin in Boya in the southwest region of Cameroon, where a ghastly motor accident has left at least 2 persons dead and several others severely wounded. The Great Support Market accident paralyzed circulation for hours in Boya. More with our reporter Ines Ondwambala.
Traders of OIC markets in Great Support Boya are still under shock following the ghastly motor accident which occurred at the main road, causing human and material damages. Accounts have it that a black Toyota vehicle which left Moliko failed brakes collided with a tricycle carrying tomatoes, killing 2 persons on the spot and seriously injuring 7. They are presently under intensive care at the Boya Regional Hospital.
The private car will jam the people them. If they can't up or Moliko, it crossroads. You can jam that keke. As you jam the keke, start to carry people them.
The 2 persons who died are traders better known as Bayam Selan, who were clearing their goods from the tricycle.
7 people in the hospital, general hospital presently. As when I see that body, that when they for yesterday. Now while they try to move the body for carry, as constant already come, we thank God.
Forces of law and others on the scene evaluated damages caused by the accident. Together with municipal police, they restored circulation, which was paralyzed for more than an hour.
And a tragic accident occurred at the construction site near Fami Boutique in Lokbesu, in Cameroon's economic hub, where 3 workers lost their lives following the collapse of the earth at around 10 a.m. this July 17, 2024, despite the efforts of rescue teams, including the National Gendarmerie, the Fire Brigade. Only 2 out of the 5 initially trapped were rescued. Five workers were initially trapped in the collapse. Fortunately, 2 were rescued, but the remaining 3 were found dead. And here are their bodies.
You cannot live from your house on a daily basis every day that you are looking for the bread of, and then you went back, you go back home with tears, your family does not see you back home. We are in tears with the people of Lokbesu. 3 children are there for 1 woman.
Local residents have condemned the construction, describing it as illegal and dangerous, especially during the rainy season. The collapse has left the population of Lokbesu in shock.
They said they were building here. This is the shanty, as you can see, and the rain that started falling since 2-3 days ago, and the ground had collapsed upon them. So it is the soil that collapsed on them.
Abubakar Haman Chotu, Secretary General of the Littoral Governor's Office, was present at the scene, overseeing the rescue efforts.
3 people have been buried by the soil. We seized the occasion to present our condolences to the bereaved family.
The National Gendarmerie's rescue units and the firefighting brigades were quickly mobilized to assist in the operation.
We sensitize Cameroonians who are living here in littoral region not to settle in the risk zone area.
Reports from experts on the ground indicated that the site owner lacked a land certificate and the type of building being erected was unsuitable for the soil conditions, particularly given the ongoing excavation work.
The inquiry is ongoing, and we will have results, and we do hope that responsibilities will be settled.
This incident is not isolated. A similar collapse occurred recently in Lokbesu. Although no lives were lost in that incident, residents remain deeply concerned about the safety of people working in construction sites around Lokbesu. And 7 persons have tragically lost their lives and several others severely injured when a public transport bus caught fire on the Marwa Maga highway near Ditel village. The incident has sparked urgent calls for improved safety measures in public transportation. More with our student journalist on internship, Latu Cynthia.
A devastating fire engulfed a Hiace bus carrying 20 passengers, resulting in 7 fatalities, including a 1-year-old and a 6-year-old child. 5 others sustained injuries and were rushed to local hospitals, with 2 in critical condition transferred to Maura District Hospital. Authorities, including the senior divisional officer of Ndiamari, swiftly responded to the scene, where efforts to control the blaze proved futile, leading to significant losses of personal belongings and the complete destruction of the bus. The bus driver attributed the incident to a malfunctioning fuel pump. Investigations are ongoing to ascertain the exact cause and any potential negligence. The 7 victims, charred beyond recognition, were laid to rest in a massive grave at the site, marking a solemn conclusion to the harrowing incidents on one of Maura's busiest highways.
And for months now, the town of Messamena in the east region of Cameroon has endured a reign of terror at the hands or in the hands of a gang of armed bandits. 4 out of the 5 alleged perpetrators have been arrested. More with our reporter Saleh Sharifa.
The Messamena Gendarmerie Brigade in the Opanyong Division of the East region of Cameroon has successfully apprehended 4 members of a notorious gang following their 4th burglary in 3 months. The gang responsible for stealing 10 million CFA francs from the store of Yepchet Chapchet, a prominent local business person, has been a constant threat to the community. Under the supervision of our commander, the procedure of our investigations led us to the tracking down of a gang made up of 5 burglars. Administration's coordinated efforts to track down the criminals, and shockingly, revelations during the investigation indicated a possible link to a sponsor within the prison administration. We will call on the population to work hand in hand with the authorities to track down such burglars. With the arrest, Messamena can now breathe a sigh of relief. The swift action by the local gendarmerie has not only brought justice, but also restored peace of mind to the district residents, who applaud the decisive action taken.
And guests of media debates programs on television and radio planting hatred, inciting chaos and settling scores have been warned of an eventual ban from residing in the Fundi division of the Center region of Cameroon. The SDA Emmanuel Omaril and Jinteng sounded the clarion call during a consultation with media officials. During that meeting, he reminded them of their social responsibility role. More with our reporter, Beatrice Ngamu.
The concern of the SDO from Fundi Division, Central Region of Cameroon, is not on journalists, but rather on the way their guests talk on television and radio debate programs, destroying state institutions and their officials, accusing ministers, thieves, and so on.
And we don't want that in their TV emission. They have to accept that people should say everything. It is not possible. It is not acceptable that we leave people to insult our institution. This is our country.
The Fundi boss made it clear his intention is not to give lessons or directives on how the press is supposed to operate, because they are well trained, but rather they should ensure their ethics and deontology goes with social responsibilities also. Despite the freedom, they can fix limits, especially with their guests, try to bring them to the right questions in case they are derailing. The SDO did not hide his command cap. He made official this open warning.
Until now, we are not saying that somebody will be moved from here. No, but we say the one who will call through the TV or the radio, call people to burn our country, that man will not live here. We cannot live and accept that in our division.
Public order, respect of one another, and state property priorities the public should abide to, he reminds. The official of the media organs invited do not hide the fact that they were taken aback by the SDO's warning, caution, and eventual control of their activities.
Meanwhile, politicians have reacted differently to the decision of the Fundi's SDO, warning individuals or telling them to get out of the city of the town of the capital city, Yaoundé, while some say he is playing actually his role. Others strongly condemn such a decision, stating that it is a violation of human rights. More on this story with our reporter Haisincha.
The decision of the Mfundi senior divisional officer to expel individuals from the town of Yaoundé if they go against state institutions is received differently by different politicians. To Robert Bapoli, report of the UPC, the action is timely and necessary given the trend of political activities ahead of the 2025 elections.
What is important for entire nation is peace, the sovereignty, and the unity of this nation. And that's why, at the level of UPC, we think that what is done now by the government and those who are in charge of the security, order, and preserve peace in this nation, what they are taking in terms of decision is very important for the future of this nation.
While others accept the need to regulate the citizens, they strongly condemn the approach of the senior civil administrator.
It is but normal that if there is race of hate speech or disorder in the city, they should call on citizens for order, but not to be very extremist. Saying they will deport citizens from the capital to other places is very, very wrong. In the era of the 21st century, where we are thinking of becoming more and more equal, more and more free, more and more democratic, a civil administrator just get up and start intimidating people.
Instead of going against the state measures, the UPC rather thinks the government and administrative authorities need the support of different political parties to uphold the values of the country.
If you are a politician who is very involved with peace, with sovereignty and unity of this nation, you must know that today you have to give your support to those who are in charge of the state.
But Lionel Kugaba insists that the move is against the constitution and the competencies should be clearly redefined.
Some of the first articles of the Constitution, it says Cameroonians are free to live everywhere they are. And SDO is not, doesn't have the ability to judge a Cameroonian and even deport the Cameroonian. No, he's not a judge. You have magistrates who are there for that. He can only summon or report the citizen to justice, and justice will do his job.
Other political actors like Cabral Libil of the PCRN, Samuel Biong of the Reformatory Party, have equally condemned the outing of Emmanuel Marel Dicdent, stating that it violates the 1990 liberty laws in Cameroon.
And in a vibrant celebration of cultural residents, a new festival emerges titled Reconnection, set to take place from July 18 to the 20th year in Cameroon's economic hub, Douala. The inaugural event aims to foster a return to roots, offering Africans and Afro-descendants a profound journey into their origins and shared histories. More with our reporter, Saleh Sherifa.
The essence of the Reconnection Festival lays in its dedication to promoting and preserving African culture. Serving as a bridge across continents, the festival uniquely connects Africa with the diaspora. This is the first step which has to be underlined and encouraged. This is my second time in Cameroon and certainly won't be the last one. Africans, blacks and Afro-descendants, no matter where they find themselves, their orientations, preoccupations and realities meet and contribute to the restoration of African dignity.
À restaurer la dignité africaine.
Scheduled from July 18 to 2024 in Douala, the Reconnection Festival promises a rich set of events. Highlights include a series of enlightening press conferences, dynamic exchanges among cultural luminaries, and captivating musical performances that celebrate the vibrant rhythms and melodies of African and Afro-descendant cultures. I wish that this moment of reconnection permits us journalists to talk other topics other than politics. It is boring. Central to the festival's mission is its robust media engagement strategy. Through strategic media partnerships and initiatives, the festival aims to amplify awareness among diverse audiences, reaching even those who may be less connected to their cultural heritage.
And that's how we saw it on this edition of the Primetime Newscast, the English language on Canal de International. Thanks so much for watching. But coming up next is The Break with Lil Piejou. As for me, taking a rendezvous same time tomorrow. Good night.